Hi guys, it is me again, and this time it's rather late again, since I played League of Legends all day. So instead of a boring story time or me just trying to improve my storytelling, I will tell you one of my souvenirs from Ireland. This year I was in Ireland. No, I think last year, 2018, I was in Ireland, and then I bought this this magnet here from a souvenir shop. And what does the magnet say? It tells you the Murphy's Law. And the reason why I bought this souvenir was because I think Murphy's Law is rather good and it has a really good points. Like, the overall rule from Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So whenever you want to do something, then just do it and don't be afraid of the consequences, because every single thing that can go wrong will one day go wrong. So just do it and then try to hope that it won't go wrong that badly. Second of all, celibacy is not hereditary. I have no idea what that means, so I will move on. Beauty is only skin deep, ugly goes to the bone. So in the end, I do think it kind of says that beauty is only skin deep, ugly goes to the bone. And I do think that the ugly in this case is something that I would call is when you're evil or when you're not nice, then it goes to the bone. And beauty can only cover your skin but doesn't go into your bone. I do think that's it. Or the next thing is, never argue with a fool. People might not know the difference. So when you see a fool who's trying to complain or who does not like you, like a hater, still don't have any haters, then it means that don't try to argue with the person who then actually insults you or throws dumb reason to you in order to make you angry. And then don't try to argue, just try to ignore them. Or if you think you can argue with them, then do it politely and do it in a human way. The next thing on this list is friends come and go, but enemies accumulate. So in the end, you always have these different kind of friends. You have truly a lot of friends. Well, I don't have a lot of friends. I have a few good friends, and the rest are people I know. So I do think that the people you know will come and go in your life. But when you make one enemy, it will stay. And then when you make the second enemy, then suddenly you have two enemies, because the first one still remained. Until you kill your first enemy. But I don't think that killing somebody is a good solution. Probably. Okay, so the next thing is, the other cooker always moves faster. So when you're in a supermarket and there are two lines, it doesn't matter where you stand, the other line will always be faster than your line. It doesn't matter how, but in most cases it will only be your perception of it. The next thing is anything you try to fix will take longer and cost more than you thought. So if you think that you are so in the end, I do think it kind of says that if you do anything or if you see a problem, then it will always take longer than you think. Like, for example, if somebody says, hey, I will solve world hunger or world problem or any problem in this world in like 5 years, I do think it will probably take his life. it will probably take his entire life, and then I don't think it will even be finished. Like, his goal or this problem won't be solved. I do think the problem will still be there, even if a single person says I will change it. Okay, then the next thing is the chance of a slice of bread falling butter side down is directly proportional to the cost of the carpet. Oh, this is just a funny sentence, I do think. The next thing is never sleep with anyone crazier than yourself. I will skip this one. The repairman will never have seen a model quite like yours before. I will skip this one as well because I don't know what that means. A shortcut is the longest distance between 2 points. A shortcut. That's simple. Anything good in life is either illegal, immoral, or fattening, which is not always true. Like when you try to look at an amazing scenery, like when you're on top of a mountain, when you're at the ocean, when you look at the ocean, when you look at water. If you play with other people, or then I don't think it is either illegal, immoral, or fattening. The next thing is the light at the end of the tunnel is the headlamp of an oncoming train. So when you think you die and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, try to run. Murphy's golden rule: whoever has the gold makes the rules, which is kind of true, since when you have gold, in other words money, you generally will be able to influence your world way heavier than someone who is poor. I do think that even poor people can influence the world, but not as heavy, because people work for money, and if you have a lot of money and your idea or your goal is okay, and you pay people to do it, then people will actually do it rather than doing it for free. In order to get a loan, you must first prove you don't need it. Oh wow, that's kind of true. Like when you need a loan from your friend, from your family, from the so-called bank, then in most cases you need to prove that you have a work, you have a job, you have no idea, you have insurance, you have properties, you have maybe a house or an apartment or even a car which you can I do think it is called loan, like when you can't pay the loan back, then you have to then you have to sell the thing you actually wanted. You have to pawn. I do think that the word is pawn. Not porn, I mean it's pawn. It's PAWN. It's pawn. Pawn. Okay. Let's just say pawn. Pawn. Okay. And now the end says Murphy was an optimist, which is obviously a joke. Probably. Who knows? Maybe Murphy actually was an optimist, and because of his law, or of Murphy's law, I assume that he wasn't an optimist. But maybe it's true. Who knows? I never knew him in person. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it wasn't that much. It's still just another exercise for me, trying to improve my storytelling, improve my talking with other people, improve my English speaking skills, and try to talk something other than just telling stories with no idea what story to tell. And I will probably try to make a movie tomorrow, not like yesterday and today where I did little to nothing. I just played games all day and read books, and that's it, and else I didn't do much. Okay, so even though I don't think you enjoyed it that much, I wish you a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year, or even a great life, depending if you will ever watch a video of me again. Bye and have a great time.